It's the National Football League on...
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Hopkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray. Ertz over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
First down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. This time they'll throw it with Howell. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Faking the handoff. Howell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw, Howell. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from inside the 5. Howell down to throw it. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 38, Murray. His throw incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And we'll get another look now at Sam Howell in this Commanders offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
And he takes it in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 76 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Murray going to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down at 5. To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the draw, Robinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Thomas has got it. Complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going, man.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down inside the 40. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Second down, Howell now. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And once more, Howell back to the air. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's do our thing.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. He's got it at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now Howell. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.